Welding can seem daunting for many people because it requires a lot of tools and preparations. In reality, getting the best welder for beginners with everything you need to get started is pretty simple. The only tricky part is trying to choose which one is the perfect model for you and your hobby. Finding the ideal welding equipment involves taking into account some different factors that we are going to explore here. Today we are going to review top 5 welders for beginners, and we are going to start our list with Chicago Electric Welding Systems 170 amp MIG/flux wire welder. Safety is always paramount when you're using a welder, and if that's something you're concerned about, then this welding system is going to be ideal. It'll allow you to get your work done with a high level of confidence. It works via self-shielded flux wire so that you don't have to use gas, but that's not the only convenient feature. It also has thermal overload protection and comes with a handheld face shield. With the welder also being backed by a 1-year warranty, it'll also give you assurances on its build quality. There's a wide range of adjustments that can be made to get the perfect level of performance, and this includes 4 output settings. Whatever small job you need to do, this can do it effortlessly. It does have limited capability, but you'd expect to see that from a beginner model at this price. It is also significantly heavier than some of the other welders we've seen, which is important to take into consideration if you're looking for portability. That being said, it does have a wide handle, and it will be easy enough for most people to carry, especially over short distances. Overall, it's one of the easiest welders to use out there and one that values the safety of its users very highly. And as always, the link is in the description. Next up in the list is Makita Power Arc 160. If you're going to weld for long periods, then you'll want to use a unit that has a good duty cycle. This is a measurement of how long you're able to use your welder over a 10-minute period on full power. We've already seen a few welders here that have a duty cycle of 20%, which means that they can work continuously for 2 minutes in any 10-minute period. The 80% duty cycle rate here means that you're going to be able to weld continuously for a lot longer. Another great aspect of this welder is that it can use up to 250 V, but you will need to make sure you have a power source that can handle that. It does mean that it's capable of a wide range of jobs at a near professional level. With that level of performance, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the welder would be very heavy when, in reality, it only weighs 13 pounds. That helps to make it extremely portable, and you'll be able to use it anywhere you need to. Overall, this welder is extremely impressive and very easy to use. It will allow you to progress from a complete novice to someone who is confident with all types of welds in no time. It's very well made, and, perhaps, this is the best arc welder for beginners. Just make sure to be careful with your arc distance. Next welder in the list is Hobart Handler 140. If you are new to the world of welding but still want to use the highest quality equipment, there is an ideal model for you. Hobart has been able to make the best MIG welder for beginners. It is quite heavy at 57 pounds, but that's not much of a surprise with its solid construction. It's a welder that was built to last, and you'll find yourself using this for many years. That durability is part of the reasons it's worth its high price. The amount of control you have over this welder is excellent. It has 5 different voltage settings and also allows you to choose the speed that the wire is fed through. It means you get the exact results you are looking for. The setup is still fairly simple despite this one being a heavy-duty welder. It only has a duty cycle of 20%, but with it being able to work so quickly, that's not going to be much of a problem. It is able to get through more work than most other beginner welders. We think this welder is perfect, and that is echoed with the user reviews it has. You may be a little wary about paying a high price for a beginner welder, but it's well worth the money. The impressive arc stability will have you making perfect welds in no time. Again, the link is in the description. Next up is Campbell Hausfeld 115 volts arc/stick welder. Most household outlets are going to have a maximum power output of 115 volts, which is why a lot of these welders will have that as their input voltage. Higher than this, and you'd have to use a different power source. This model is a bit heavier than the previous one that we looked at, but with the wide handle it has, it'll still be highly portable. The housing also has a good level of build quality, and, therefore, you're not going to worry about damaging it. 2 different heat settings will allow you to weld with confidence. However, the rod clamp could be a bit tighter to let you use bigger electrodes. What helps to make this such a brilliant welder for beginners is the amount of help that the manufacturer gives to you. Not only the instructions are very informative and easy to follow, but there is also a worksheet for you to reference. All of this comes at the unbelievable price, which helps to make it the best stick welder for beginners who are on a budget. It's a perfect introduction into welding, and even if you move on to a bigger machine, you'll probably still go back to this for your smaller jobs.
Hi, I'm Caitlin with Horny Industries. Here we have our Horny Easyweld 100 ST. Let's open it up and show you what's inside.
Horny has been able to make a welder that ticks all the right boxes on what makes the easiest welder for beginners. It's
this is a stick and lift arc TIG machine.
And you'll be
it
able
comes
to
with a
get
manual,
started straight away.
Horny contact
The
info,
instructions
and a
are
quick
clear,
start guide.
but make sure that you read them
it has
before
a
you
stick
begin,
electrode
so you're fully
holder,
informed
ground
on what you're
cable,
doing.
and clamp, and a
As well as
120
being
volt
easy
plug.
to use, this welder is
The
exceptionally
input of this
light.
machine is
At a little
120
under 10
volts,
pounds,
and the output
it
is
will be
90
very
amps
easy to
max.
carry wherever you
DC
need
output
to weld.
only. With the
that
15
low
amp
weight,
adapter,
we didn't
this
expect
machine
much
can be plugged into
performance,
any
but
household
that's where we
outlet.
were proved wrong.
For the best welding
It's perfect for a
experience,
wide
we
range of
recommend
small
removing the
jobs,
15
and
amp
you'll find
adapter
yourself
and using a
this
20
welder
amp
time and
outlet
time
on a
again.
dedicated line
The
with a
electrode
30
and
amp
ground
breaker.
clamp are going to allow you to
It's
weld
simple
as
to
soon
switch
as this
between
unit arrives
processes
with a high
using this
level of
toggle
confidence
switch.
with your safety
Green
in
for
mind.
stick and teal
The
for TIG.
controls are easy to use,
The knob is to
and you
adjust
can
your
plug this
amps.
welder in any home outlet.
When stick welding,
It
the
doesn't
Horny
have the highest
Easyweld
level of
100
capability,
ST
but
can
you'd
handle up
expect
to an
that from
1/8 of
a
an inch
beginner model, as
electrode and
sometimes
can
it
weld
can run a
material
little
up to
too cold for the
5/16
bigger
of an
job.
inch.
What
If you want to use this machine for
its
its TIG capabilities, you will need to purchase item number 85657. This comes with the TIG torch and full consumable kit, as well as a tungsten electrode. This machine is extremely portable, lightweight, easy to use, and
it's time to make the decision which one to get. Check the link in the description to check the price and get yours. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button blue. We'll see you in the next AdvisorBit video. Till then, have fun.